I'm going to show you how to calculate your cycle length and how to know when to expect your next period. So according to American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists, the period cycle or menstrual cycle is calculated from the first day of your menstrual period to the first day of your next menstrual period. That is to say, if today is the first day that you started seeing blood, that your period started, you mark that day as day 1, and then when you see your period next, that is the first day you see your period next, you mark that day as day 1 as well. So you calculate the days between the first day that you see your period, which is your day 1, to the first day of the next menstrual period. And stay with me because I will share the differences and how you can actually get this perfect all the time. Hi beautiful people, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nurse Lynda, and on this channel I share all things women's health and self-care. So if this is the kind of content you enjoy, be sure to like this video and subscribe. Let's get into it. If your first day of your period is this is July 2024 for instance, so if your period for this month, the July, started on the 15th of July for instance, so if you started seeing blood on the 15th, that's the first day you started seeing blood is on the 15th, so that day is your day 1. Okay, so that is your day 1. And then if by next month you start seeing your period again, let's say you start seeing your period again on the 8th of August, that 8th of August is also going to be your day 1. That's the day you started seeing blood. Okay, so your cycle length is not the 4 days that maybe you started seeing your period and you see your period for 4 days or 5 days, and then next month you see so it's not 4 days, it's not 5 days, it's not 3 days. It is the day between the first day of your period to the first day of your next period. Okay, so if you started seeing your blood on the 15th, if you started seeing your period on the 15th of July, that 15th of July is your day 1, 16 is your day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, and your period stops. That does not mean that your cycle has stopped, so you continue to count day 6, day 7, day 8, day 9, day 10, day 11, day 12, day 13, day 14, day 15, day 16, day 17, day 18, day 19, day 20, day 21, day 22, day 23, day 24. You still count this first day as your day 25. Some people say you stop here, but I prefer to still count that day that it started, because that is the standard we are using for this video. The American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists and so many schools of thought say that this is how to calculate it, from the first day to the first day of the next period. Some people prefer to stop a day before, but for so many reasons it will be good for you to stop on the first day, because that will be easier for you to count. Because how about if you don't see your period the next day? So it will be a lot difficult for you to calculate. So but if you say, okay, I started my period today, that's by day 1, when the next time that I see it again, so I'll just calculate those days together. Okay, so for this day it is now a 25-day cycle, so that is my cycle. Okay, so how do you now know when to expect your cycle? So for instance, so if you now know that my cycle is a 25-day cycle, remember that this is going to be different for so many months. Okay, so it's better to do this for 3 months to 6 months, and then you take the average. So if it is still, maybe for this it might be 24, the next month, the following month to be, let's say 22. So what you do is just add up the 3 of the 3 months and divide by 3. So if you still get average of 25, then you know for sure that your cycle is a regular cycle and it is a 25-day cycle. Okay, so because this is going to form a basis for you to understand when to calculate your ovulation day, your fertile day, and all those stuff. Okay, and I'm going to share details of how to do that in the next video. Okay, so if your cycle is a 25-day cycle, what will happen is that every time you get your cycle, that is every time you get your menstrual period, the first day that you see blood, or even as you're watching this video, you calculate on your head when did I see my period for the month, or if you've not seen your period for the month, this month is almost over, then you can also say, okay, when I see my period, I'll calculate. Or you can check, when did I start seeing my blood? So if you started seeing it on the 15th, for instance, what you do is just to add 25 to it. Okay, so you start counting from that. It's better to use a calendar for this, because that way you will know exactly that same day that you are expecting the next period. Okay, so you can get ready. So on the 15th is your day 1. You just count 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 till you get to the 8th. So you know that on the 8th of August, that is when I'm expecting my next period. So I'm going to do this with more examples so that you can practice. Okay, so let's get into it. So the normal menstrual cycle, according to research, is between 21 days and 35 days. I've seen some school of thought that say it's between 21 days and 33 days. Some also say it's between 21 days and 45 days. But the best thing to do is to always know your normal, so that if anything goes beyond that, or it's something unusual begin to happen, you know when to speak to your doctor. So for the short cycle, we are going to use between maybe 21 days and 25 days as our short cycle, and then our long cycle we are going to use above 30 days. Okay, so for this first example is for people who have maybe a 21-day cycle. So for a 21-day cycle, we are going to start, okay, use August for instance. So if the first day of your menstrual period is on the 2nd of August, for instance, so 2nd of August is your day 1. So 2nd of August is your day 1. If the next time that you see your period is on the 22nd, then the 22nd is the next time that you also see your period, which is day 1 for the next cycle. So between this 2nd and 22nd is your menstrual cycle, your period cycle, whatever you call it. Okay, so how to calculate is you start calculating from the 2nd that you started seeing your blood, which is the first day that you start seeing your blood, not like in between or any other day. So I will calculate from that day. I'll count from that day 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21. Okay, so my cycle is 21-day cycle from 2nd to 22nd. So if I start seeing my period on the 2nd of August, for instance, and I already know that my cycle is a 21-day cycle, that is, I've done it over months, let's say 3 months, 6 months, and the average is still 21 days, and I am now sure that my cycle is a 21-day cycle. So once my period starts on the 2nd of August, I'll get my calendar and then count up to 21, and I'm starting from 2nd to count. Remember that. So I'll just count 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21. So I know that when I'm expecting my period next is on the 22nd of August. That is for short cycle. Do you understand up to this point? Let me know in the comment section. And again, do you prefer to count till the day before or that day? Which one do you think is going to be more easy for you? Let us know in the comment section. This example is for a long period. So menstrual cycle or period cycle might be considered long when it's above 30 days, right? So I'm going to give an example with a 35-day cycle. For example, if you already know that your cycle is a 35-day cycle, judging from like you have done it for 3 to 6 months and the average is 35 every single time, then once you start seeing your period, the first day that you start seeing your period is your day 1, then you count 35 from that day. So if you started seeing your period on the 5th of July, for instance, so 5th of July is your day 1, and then the next time you see your period again is on the 8th of August. Okay, so 8th of August is the next time that you're seeing your period again. So what you do is just to calculate 35 from that day. That's if you already know, but if you don't already know, you just need to count the days between so that you know the days of your menstrual cycle. Okay, so from the 5th, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. So 35 is on the 8th of August. So 35 is the day is This is for a 35-day cycle. So this is just very simple. You just need to do it 2-3 months, 6 months is very okay. Then what you need to do, if you do it for 3 months and maybe some days you get 34, some days you get 32, some days you get 31, 35 like that, what you need to do is just add it up. Like if you've done it for 3 months and then divide it by 3. So if the average is still 35, then you know that your cycle length is 35 days. And then each time you get your period, anytime your period starts and you want to predict the next time that your period is going to start, you just add that number. So for someone who has a 28-day cycle, the person might see the period, maybe some months it will be 29, some months it will be 27, some months it will be 28, but on the average it is 28-day cycle. That's why they take it to be 28 days. But some people, they have very irregular cycle, in the sense that sometimes it will be 21 and then it will be 25 and then it to be 28. In that case, if that is not your normal, you watch your life and see, did anything change? Is the period heavier than normal? Is there something that you're feeling that is outside normal? It's good to speak to your doctor. Some people, their own is just like that, is irregular all the time. But those people, it is the best thing to do is to ask your doctor. Other things that can make you to have irregular menstrual cycle could be maybe stress. If you're an athlete, if you traveled, sometimes for me, when I traveled, when I'm writing examination, maybe my cycle that is a perfect 28-day cycle will become 21 days, 22 days. I've had a cycle that was even 35 days. But once everything normalizes, what happens is that my period will always return to a 28-day cycle on the average. So whatever your own is right now, I am pretty sure that with these examples, you'll be able to know what your cycle length is. And if you know another girl that's close to you that maybe do not even have access to the internet or not able to watch this video, please share with that young girl, that young woman around you that needs to know how to calculate this, okay? So let me know if you like this video in the comment section, what questions you have, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.